Hey mums, we've all been there, haven't we? Feeling like we're caught in the whirlwind of stress, chaos, and all the things, we should do. But what if I told you you don't have to let that stress call the shots? In this episode, we're going to explore a simple but powerful tool to help you stay calm in the chaos. And it's called your breath. And before you go, for crying out loud, not another person talking about breath work. Yes, it's an automatic involuntary response in your body, but also it helps you to stay grounded and in control even when things get overwhelming. And we'll cover how stress shows up, what's going on in your body, and I'll share 3 simple tips to help you stay calm no matter what life throws your way. And when you're living with a teenage girl or with a girl aged 9 to 25, there's quite a lot of that shit that gets thrown your way. So welcome to the Teen Whisperer, the podcast for mums of girls who are trying their best to figure out this whole, teenager thing. So whether that's a preteen, a teenager or a young woman, it doesn't matter. And it's all about you doing it without completely losing the plot and to thrive through the drama and the confusion. So I'm Rach Friedley, a parenting coach and mentor, and I help mums just like you build stronger, more connected relationships with your daughters by understanding what's really going on beneath all those behaviours. Yes, and I'm also a mum, so 100% I get how you're feeling. I've been there where you are right now. So if you've ever felt like you're just one deep breath away from completely losing it with your daughter, this episode is just for you. Today we're going to talk about a tool you already have, your breath, as I've already said, and how understanding it can help you stay calm in the chaos. Stress doesn't have to run the show, especially when you know how to use your breath to stay grounded. So grab a cup of tea or wine or water, depending on how your day's going, and let's dive in. So how does it show up? It's 5 o'clock in the evening, you've just finished work, you've just got home and your daughter's storming around the house and everyone is hungry, stressed and a little on edge. You've asked her to do something for the 100th time and then boom, she snaps at you for no reason. In that moment, it feels like the pressure is building up in your chest. Your mind starts racing. Why is she so impossible right now? And you feel that frustration rising. And it's all you can do not to shout. You're already exhausted from the day, but now you've got to manage this storm of emotions as well, and suddenly you feel disconnected from her. Like there's this invisible wall between you. I know how it goes. Stress is a natural response, but when it takes over, it becomes a barrier to connection. Your frustration builds, your patience shrinks, and you start feeling even more distant from your daughter instead of the supportive, calm mum you actually want to be. But here's the thing, you have the power to reset, and it starts with something really simple. And before you go, yeah, I've got it. It's breath, isn't it? It is. So when stress hits, our bodies go into what we call fight or flight. And this is the body's natural response to a perceived threat, and it's designed to protect us. But when we're in this state all the time, because of the constant demands of life and parenting, it becomes a problem. So in fight or flight, our heart rate increases, our muscles tense up, and our brain floods with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to keep you going. This is great if you're being chased by a bear or that saber-toothed tiger, but not so helpful when you're just trying to get your daughter to listen or to manage, the everyday chaos of life. And when we're in this stressed out state, it's harder to think clearly because your brain has shut down, because you're literally just got that adrenaline and that cortisol running through your veins to get you to run as far away as you can from that threat. So it means you can't think clearly, you can't communicate effectively or stay connected with your daughter. It's not because there's something wrong with you, it's your biology. And when stress becomes chronic, it can lead to burnout, anxiety and physical problems like headaches or tension in your body. But here's the good news. By learning to work with your breath, rather than thinking of it as an automatic state, you can flip the switch from fight or flight to rest and digest. Anyone else here like the sound of that? I do. This rest and digest state is a calmer state where you can think clearly and respond thoughtfully rather than react emotionally and escalate the behaviours between you. So according to a study by the Mental Health Foundation, 50% of parents in the UK report feeling overwhelmed by stress. And 1 in 3 say that they struggle to manage their stress levels effectively. It's clear we're all feeling it, but not processing it. So research published in Frontiers in Psychology found that breath-focused practices can reduce those levels of cortisol, ye olde stress hormone, and help shift the body out of fight or flight. It's not just about deep breathings before you go. Those people go, oh, just breathe deeply, you'll be fine. It doesn't work like that. It's about harnessing the power of your breath to regulate your emotions and get back to a place of calm where you are grounded and able to better manage what's going on for your teenage daughter or for your daughter. And studies also show that when parents manage their own stress effectively, it leads to more positive interactions with their children. And this is the mirroring approach that I've said in the past. You mirror the behaviours you want to see in your daughter. They are the reflections of yourself. So the more calm and present you are, the more likely your daughter is to feel safe, heard and connected. So 3 simple tips to help right now. Number 1 is to pause and breathe. This simple technique can help you relax in moments of stress. In the moment, all you need to do is pause. Yep, it's that simple. Place your one hand on your belly and the other hand wherever you fancy it actually, and focus your attention on feeling that hand on your belly rise as you breathe in and lower as you breathe out. And yep, that's it. That's as simple as it can be. So rise as you breathe in and lower as you breathe out. And again, breathe in and lower as you breathe out. Your brain can only focus on one thing at a time, and if you're focusing on breathing, it automatically takes you out of fight or flight. And then you can connect to yourself how the situation you find yourself in right now is making you feel, and keep breathing into that feeling. Repeat this a few times and you'll feel your nervous system start to calm down. It's a great reset when you're on the edge of frustration, because it takes you out of fear of fight or flight and back into calm. Number 2, ground yourself with those deep breaths. So when you feel stressed, take a moment to ground yourself. So sit down, take off your shoes and ground your feet firmly on the floor. Feel every part of your foot on the surface and take 3 slow, deep breaths in through your nose whilst your hand is on your belly. Focus on your hand as it rises as you breathe in, as I just said, and lowers as you breathe out. This simple action helps lower your heart rate and signals to your body, so your heart can then send to your brain that you're safe and in control. And number 3, mindful breathing walks. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a quick 5-minute walk outside, or even a slow 5-minute walk outside. Focusing on your breath again as you go. If you can go barefoot, it's even better. This helps to connect you to yourself and the earth. Use your whole foot to walk, moving each part of the foot in turn, whilst inhaling through your nose for a few steps, then exhaling slowly through your mouth for the next few steps. This gives your mind a break and helps clear out that tension, that frustration in your body. Plus, the fresh air and movement are a bonus for your mental health. So want more tools to build a thriving relationship with your daughter? Check out my free guide, which is just having a bit of a rejig, but I'll put the link in below. It's packed with practical tips to help you lead your family with confidence, love and purpose. Another way is to check out my Instagram pages or Facebook pages, which strangely enough is called The Teen Whisperer. And want more tips just like these, hit subscribe to be one of the first to hear when I release a new episode every week. Remember, stress doesn't have to be in the driver's seat. By learning how to use your breath to calm your body and mind, You'll be able to stay grounded and respond to your daughter with patience and understanding. You've got the tools. You just have to remember to use them. So remember, when you take control of your stress, you create that foundational calm, which leads to better connection and stronger relationships between you. Plus, your daughter sees and learns herself. Let's be proactive rather than reactive. So thanks for tuning into the Teen Whisperer, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.